Hi everyone, this is Chelsea Whitmire, and I would like to talk to you about Padlet. Padlet is a Web 2.0 tool that allows users to add their thoughts to a board simultaneously. And Web 2.0 means that the primary purpose of the tool is for users to contribute content. And so on Padlet, you have what looks like a bulletin board, and users contribute their own thoughts and ideas through sticky notes. And so let's move on to some of the major features of Padlet. It's a great collaboration tool, especially to use in the classroom. As you can see, my name appears at the top of all of these sticky notes, but when you invite others to contribute to a Padlet board, you will see their names, and you can have an array of thoughts and ideas from others on one single board. It also allows for different uploads, links, pictures, videos, audio, drawings, maps, and links to other Padlets to be included and shared on a board. And then if a teacher or whoever is in charge of the Padlet board, they can decide to enable reactions, which just means you can enable where there can be comments at the bottom of each sticky note, where there can be a like at the bottom. So anyone who's on the Padlet board can like someone else's idea or comment, and there's that communication again showing up. There's also a profanity filter for those in schools as a teacher, and you don't want kids using dirty mouths. You can provide a profanity filter, and their bad words are replaced with emojis. And again, there are various designs. As you can see, I chose a cork board for my background, but there are a lot of different backgrounds to choose from. And so with that being said, let me move on and show you exactly what it looks like with Padlet in action. So down here is our major tool, the add button. You can add a post. You just click, you can add a title, you can write something, you can move your sticky note wherever you want. And like I said, there's so many uploads you can do. Like you can click on just the upload button, pick a file, you can embed a link, you can look up stuff on Google, you can add a picture, and then there's even more. You can capture video, you can record your voice, you can even draw, which I think is pretty neat. You can add a location, so then again, if someone doesn't know where somewhere is, and you can add it right there on the board. And then if you're a teacher and you want to add a link to some of your other Padlets, maybe this is for an assignment and you want a child to go somewhere else afterwards, you can add a link to another Padlet. And so as you're typing, so I'll just type my name real quick, you can highlight, and then there's even more features. You can bold, you can strike through, you can do bullet points, number points, you can put a code, you can put quotes. There's a number of things. Oh, and highlight also. You can highlight different key phrases or words in your text. And so I'll just leave that right there. And so let me move up to the modify. And like I said, you can add a whole bunch of different backgrounds. There's even more to choose from. You can add a theme, so you can make it light or dark. And I like this text. There's only a few texts to choose from, but good enough for what, it's not the main purpose of this tool. You can also choose a symbol about what this Padlet is about. So I chose the hands just because it's a collaboration tool. People are working together. And right down here, the posting. This is what I talked about. There's that profanity filter. It says replace bad words with nice emojis. I think that's a pretty good one to have, especially when you're a teacher. And I'll click on the comments. You can add where people can comment. You can add where people can put likes. You can even do votes, give stars, do a grade on these, which those are some pretty neat features, but we'll stick with the like for now. And I'll push save. And so as you can see, you can move around, you can add comments, and then there you go. And so people can see exactly what everyone's thinking. It's a great brainstorming tool, but it can also be used for a number of other things. And I mean, you can let your mind run wild. You can sort, you can have students work on group projects, and it can be a place for them to communicate. And like you saw, you can add videos and pictures. It's just a way to get everything in one place. And so What does research say about Web 2.0 tools? I read 2 different articles, and the first article I read was called The Role of the Teacher in Primary School, Web 2.0 Use. And this article talked about how Web 2.0 helps to develop autonomy, capability, and creativity in students. And it also creates a sense of ownership and responsibility. And as you can see on Padlet, you definitely have a responsibility when your name is hooked on to whatever you're saying, and you're showing ownership with your thoughts. And another article I read was Implementing Web 2.0 Tools in the Classroom for Teachers' Accounts. And on this one, it talked more from the teacher's point of view and how educators can really create a protected area for their students to share their thoughts. And Padlet does offer that capability where teachers can add a password, or they can make it private for only their students so no one else is accessing something that might be just for the classroom. And Web 2.0 tools are often attractive to teachers because they're usually free and easy to learn. And Padlet's pretty simple, and these days you can go on YouTube if you're still confused and you can find a tutorial, and it's all for free. And so how does Padlet relate to the 4 C's? How does Padlet make our students ready for those 21st century skills? And so, like I've been talking about all throughout this presentation, this is a great collaboration tool. And as I say collaboration, I want to talk real quickly about Lev Vygotsky and his learning theory about social learning, and how he thought it was so important that people learn through interacting with others. And while Padlet's not interacting in person, it's interacting through text, through pictures, through ideas online, and learning from others through interaction. And like you saw, you can comment on others' posts, have interaction that way. You can see what other people are thinking and learn from their thoughts. Padlet also provides that creativity, which is one of the 4 C's. You can be creative with your thoughts. If you're working on a group project and you want to, put videos and you saw the audio, you can put audio to your different text. It offers a wide variety to be creative. You can change the colors of your sticky notes. Some great creativity opportunities. Also, communication. As you can see, we're communicating all throughout Padlet. I'm communicating with myself on here, but of course, when you have others contributing, you're communicating with others. And then critical thinking. Especially if this is like a brainstorming session, it really allows students to think critically on what they want to say, how they want to word it. And if they're adding pictures or videos or whatever to assist in what they're trying to convey, they are thinking critically. And so Padlet really includes all of the 4 C's. And so my critique, my overall thought of Padlet, I think it's a great tool to use, especially when you want a brainstorming session. As you can see, it's real easy. People can simultaneously on their own device add post, and you can comment, you can like. I think it's a great tool, especially in brainstorming. And like I said, there's a number of other ways this can be used, and that's another great use of Padlet. A limitation I saw, you cannot create many Padlets for free. I believe the number was 3, but not too sure. But you can go and you can delete a Padlet and create another one. But the only thing about that, if you're a teacher and you want to see past conversations or interactions, you can't go back and do that if you have to keep deleting and recreating. And so that's one of the major limitations I saw on Padlet. But overall, it's a great tool, and I really hope this is useful to use in your classroom. And thank you for listening.